right, what is up, nobody? At the current moment, what do you wanna watch, Quillis?
Right now, I'm watching Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, I meant like either one of these videos or a video of your choice, like your own choosing.
Mm.
Uh, uh, do one of these videos on the screen? Do you find any of these like intriguing? Something we could watch for content?
Well, I really don't care, man.
Ah, the point of having you here was to do stuff. Sorry, but best drugs to do at school is wild, though.
It's crazy.
Should we watch that one?
I really don't care. I'm watching.
All right.
Wolverine.
I just kind of want your input because you're part of the stream too. Oh yeah, chat, or I guess nobody. Let's read this first. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. My videos are meant to educate on substance abuse in an entertaining and engaging format. By viewing this video, you agree to not attempt to recreate any of the things found in this video. In my case, yeah, no, I don't care anyway, or any other videos of mine. I do not encourage substance abuse, and I am not legally confessing to any acts stated in the video. All right.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we are coming in with the best drugs to do at school tier list. Hey, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you do. Also, I want to clarify, I am not encouraging or condoning anyone's consumption of any of these substances. Do not try these at home, at school, or anywhere. This is purely for comedic entertainment purposes and a hypothetical kind of thing. Hypothetically, hey, if you had to sneak out to the bathroom and get zooted and get back to class, what's the best thing to do? Let's find out right now. So, we've got a whole lineup of drugs, and some of these on the right here are labeled because the pictures might not be clear. So, we've got acid, we've got Adderall, we've got carts. I had to differentiate carts from weed. We had cocaine, we had crack, we have heroin, we have ketamine, we have lean, we have meth, we have Molly, we have oxys, we have perks, we have shrooms, we have triple C's / DXM. I just picked triple C's because it's one of the most recognizable DXM brands out there. And then we have weed and Xanax. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to start alphabetically from the top. Now, listen, acid. Let's talk about this for a minute. Now, let's say you're in class, all right? Teacher's pissing you off. She calls on you in math. You're an idiot. You don't know what the fuck. You can't count, dude. Fuck you, teach. You're going to the bathroom and getting sent, dude. If you pop a tab, you got to wait at least an hour. So by the time you pop that tab, the class you were trying to avoid with the drug is already done, right? So that alone makes it not the greatest substance. But on top of that, you then have to factor in functionality, right? Can you get through a school day without the principal calling the school security to come tase you and escort you out? What was that sound, bro? Why did Windows just make a sound? Hey, I don't know. Either way.
I legit thought that sound was
Chat. Yo, I'm gonna have to go.
Oh crap! All right.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to watch this movie, and my headphones are plugged into the remote.
Yeah.
And so this is playing out loud, and I don't want to get in trouble with my dad.
All right.
I'll be back if you're still streaming.
I probably will be. I'm probably gonna be streaming all night.
Yeah, I'll be back in
I
movie in like 2.5 hours.
all right.
Yeah, see you, bro.
See ya.
Would security have to tase you and escort you out? With acid, school is not a good environment. That honestly sounds like it could be a recipe for a kind of bad trip if you took it to school. But the upside to doing some acid at school is that it lasts all day. So when you dose, if you were to prepare, let's say you dose in, first period, because this is at school. I'm not talking about pre-gaming school. No, you have to take this at school. If you were to take it in like first period and you're an experienced tripper, this could coast you through the rest of the day. Acid, I think we're going to put at a C. It's kind of a mixed bag. Listen, if you know how to handle yourself on a trip, I've done it. I've tripped at school, but I don't know if I'd recommend it. Adderall. Ladies and gents, the shit was made for school. Listen, anyone who's ever taken a final in their life knows that probably 4 out of the 5 people adjacent to them are on this drug while they're taking that final. Okay, that's just
who is in the stream. Let's look into chat. Who is the viewer watching? Who is my one viewer?
Factual information. Anyone in the comments who disputes that is probably in middle school, dude, because as soon as you grow up, Adderall is basically the student's cocaine, all right? Once you're out of school, then it's cocaine. But before that, Adderall's the student's coke, dude. You get shit done. It's awesome. It's clean. Oh, God, shit. Dude, lung cancer hitting different, dude. This dank cart's got me wilding. But, hey, listen, Adderall, that's just an S-tier school substance, dude. You really can't. It's just S tier, dude. There's no arguing it. It is prescribed for school, but this is in the context of you don't have a prescription. You're getting shit done, dude. You're sitting in class, right? Teacher says, hey, dumbass, what is 10 plus 10? You're like, dude, I can't even count that high, dude. You go to the bathroom, pop this Adderall, dude, you'll tell her 10 times 10, bro. You'll count way higher than you could have ever dreamed, dude. Adderall is it, dude. Let's move on to carts. Now, I'd just like to bring some attention to this picture here real quick. Let's just appreciate the COVID cart right here, ladies and gentlemen. The 81.2% THC COVID cart. This appeared on my Twitter timeline today, so I figured we would just throw this in place for the cart image here. Now listen. Carts are a hit or miss at school. They're good because they're lightweight. You can hide them very easily, right? You can sneak into school, no fucking problem. But then the trade-off is teachers are all hip to this shit, bro. If you're going in the bathroom and thinking that you're smacking a cart and you're getting away with it, you're stupid as fuck. It's not happening, dude. Listen. They know what's going on. Every time a little idiot goes to the bathroom, they know, like, oh, that little fiend smacking a jewel, bare minimum. If not, definitely some sort of like a COVID cart like we have here, You have to understand the teachers are hip to that. So this is one of those things where it's kind of a high risk, high reward. But if you have a good cart and everything goes well, hey, you can come back to class nice and baked, dude. You can come back to class nice and stoned. The risk honestly makes carts an A. Carts would be an S, but you have to understand that back in my high school days, I'm well out of high school now. Back in my high school days, teachers weren't as hip to this kind of stuff. But now, every teacher, dude, they probably have like debriefings on this shit on like a weekly basis nowadays, dude. Listen, carts, a little risky, but high risk, high reward kind of scenario. Moving on to cocaine. Listen, my gamers. I love me some good blow, dude. It's the grown-ups Adderall, dude. Hey, you get your shit done on blow. But for school, listen, my palms get sweaty, dude. I don't want to sit still when I'm on the blow. You know what? I want to bang something, quite frankly, dude. Sometimes I get kind of horny off the cocaine. You can't do that at school. You just definitely can't, dude. Maybe if you have the right teacher, you can after hours, but normally you can't do that during school hours. So, therefore, cocaine is just not a very good thing. However, easily hideable, very covert kind of thing. You could do it in the bathroom with relative ease, just do a little key bump, a few key bumps, and you're lit. The problem is, I feel like cocaine, I feel like a lot of these uppers aren't always the best thing for school, these short-term, really intense uppers. And cocaine is one of those things where, dude, listen, you can go back to class and you'll be geeked, but, you're probably not going to want to actually do the classwork. Maybe if you're in, a woodworking class, you could get some crazy shit done, but if you're in, a sit-down, write on paper kind of class, cocaine's not it. Honestly, I'm going to put coke in the D section. Coke was never something me and my friends ever really did during school hours. Not very good for school. Crack. Crack cocaine, ladies and gentlemen. All the way coming from the bottom here. Now listen, I don't think crack's getting much further up from the bottom, quite frankly. Pretty much every issue I just stated with cocaine is intensified with crack, right? Because it's cocaine. It basically is coke, but it's cooked and it's different, of course. But dude, it's cocaine essentially it's cocaine on crack. That's the best way to describe it. It's cocaine on crack, dude. It's crack. Listen, crack. There's really no benefit to doing this at school. This was obviously not something I did at school. Honestly, it's just on this list because it's a fucking drug, dude. We're putting it in the F section. If you smoke crack at school, I'm shocked you're even in school, honestly. If you smoke crack there, I have more questions than you could ever answer, you dirty little crackhead. If you smoke crack at school, hey, more power to you, dude. You're going to have a fascinating future. Coming in next, we've got heroin. Now, listen, believe it or not, at my high school, there was actually kids who did this. It was not extremely common, but there were kids who would actually, do heroin in the fucking bathroom, dude. Which is, of course, not cool. Now, granted, I went to an alternative school, which was basically the code word for kick all the drug addict flunking kids out to this school so our graduation rates still say high, and we can, tax on shit, right? But at the alternative school I went to in high school, right? Listen, everyone was a druggie. But the worst of them all, the kids who literally couldn't even keep their shit together in the alternative school and had to get booted to the alternative school, they were the dope fiends, dude. They were the heroin junkies. Listen, these kids never got shit done. And listen, at this school, we didn't even have homework. And the kids who did the heroin, listen, they never got shit done. I can't really speak on personal experience. I've never done heroin. But that alone, I mean...
Fun fact, my mother died of a heroin overdose.
Should heroin be above crack? Man, listen. We're going to put it in between and come back to that. We're just going to... Heroin is an E- or an F+, depending if you're a half glass full or a half glass empty kind of guy. You can take that how you will, dude. Ketamine. Oh, listen. This is one that me and some of my friends did quite a bit during school hours, okay? Ketamine is... honestly, you're not going to get anything productive done at school off the K, but if you're having a bad day, this will alleviate all of it. I mean all of it. But... you have to be very careful because if you get K-hold at school, it's game over, dude. You're popped. You're probably expelled at that point, honestly. I know if it's weed, they might suspend you, but hey, for some K, fuck yourself, dude. You're in big trouble. Honestly, because of those kind of risks, I feel like ketamine is just a fair C. Kind of like acid. It's another one of those things where, if you can handle yourself on it, sure, dude, have a ball. But... So it's just not worth it. You're definitely not getting anything productive done, right? Coming in next, we've got lean. Now, listen.
Bro, legit, when I get into high school this, I think summer, I want to make and sip lean on the last day.
Lean is not like there's really no reason to do this at school. And the only reason I could ever see this being done at school is because you can drink it. And speaking of drinks, there's going to be a lot of people asking, Goblin, you forgot alcohol. Where's alcohol? Alcohol is an appetizer to the real drugs. If you're an actual drug user, you know that. If you don't agree with that, you're not qualified to be here, dude, quite frankly. Alcohol, listen, we all know that, dude. Alcohol is the appetizer, dude. It's your little side piece. It's like when you're at TGI Fridays, dude, you get the fucking mozzarella sticks before you get the big plate, dude. You know, it's the same thing, dude. You don't consider mozzarella sticks dinner? Exactly, dude. That's not what you went there for. But either way. All right, so the lean, ladies and gentlemen. The only reason I could ever see this being done at school, being beneficial, is because it's a beverage, right? So covertness, this honestly gets a 10, because even if a teacher smells this, if you poured this in like a, like a non-see-through bottle, or like a, I don't know, even like a darker soda, if you could deal with the taste, like put it in like a cherry Coke or some shit, dude. Honestly, that might not even be that bad, dude. Just hide it, fairly well. You could definitely get away with this. The thing is, there's not really much beyond that, right? Like, if you got away with it, cool, but then you're just a lazy fucker all day, right? And honestly, in my opinion, Xanax is a little bit better for a school application than lean, right? Lean, hey, you might be stumbling, dude. You might be tweaking a little bit, but, I mean, you can get those similar kind of downer, chilled out effects with Xans, which we'll get to later. So lean, honestly, I think maybe it's fair to put lean as a C as well, solely because of covertness. If it wasn't for how easy it would be to actually sneak lean in and drink it at school, I would put it in D. But I think it's a fair C. Next, let's go to meth. Once again, kids at my high school did this one, and man, oh man, these motherfuckers somehow got everything done but the schoolwork, dude, which didn't really make a ton of sense. But what I will say is this. Meth, I mean, you'll be productive, okay? Like, if you want to do schoolwork at the time, you could hypothetically get some done probably pretty quickly on meth. Meth is a drug where you're not, like, you are still productive. However, how are you ingesting meth at school? Are you really going to go into the bathroom with a meth pipe, okay? Listen, that just wouldn't fly. Maybe you could go out to your car during lunch, but even then, that's just risky, dude. And like, the problem is, if you get caught with that, if you were to get caught with like a cart, for example, that's a suspension. You're not going to get expelled. If you get caught smoking fucking meth in the bathroom, dude, all bets are off. The cops are involved. You're expelled, dude. Like,
Bro. This, though.
What is the first drug you've ever tried?
What was the first drug you ever did?
Marijuana.
After that?
Molly.
After that?
Meth. You think there's going to be anybody that says the first drug they ever tried? I feel like the majority of the people that answer this are going to say weed. How much do you want to bet? Do you think any of them say, like, some hardcore drug? You think any of them, it's like, what's the first drug you tried? Crack. Like, no shot any of them say that. Maybe, like, one person. I could see some people saying, like, I feel like the most common first drug is going to be weed, coke, and shrooms. Other than that, I think they're going to say, like there's going to be, like, one person that says, like, heroin, Adderall.
What was the first drug you ever tried?
First drug? Drugs? Ooh, that's a good question.
What's the first drug you ever did?
The first drag I ever did?
Drug.
Oh.
What's the first drug you ever did?
Cocaine.
Cocaine from a stranger in a bathroom.
Oh, I mean...
From a stranger in a bathroom? The first time you ever do any drug, you choose coke and you do it from a stranger? What the fuck are you on, bro? My God. That's just how you die. That's how you fucking OD, dude. Don't even do coke to begin with, let alone from a fucking stranger. My God.
What was the first drug you ever tried?
Cocaine.
What the fuck? Is everybody saying coke, or do they just not? Do you think they don't, like, classify weed in their mind as a drug? Dude, people fucking doing coke? Oh my God. Dude, the fact that people are saying this shit?
Cocaine. Oh my God, energy. I was ready to go. Like, I was like... It honestly was not fun.
I tried it once or twice when I was in the Navy. Nose bled, and I was like, I'm done.
My friend and I, we were having a
a yes night, and
What's a yes night?
you can't say no to anything.
Wow.
And so we met these guys, and then they just pulled out like a huge baggie of Coke, and we were like, okay, guess we're doing it.
What's the first hard
And then
drug?
I just helped myself to a pound of fucking Coke. Just buried my face in that and died. Yeah, no. No one gives a fuck that you've done lean. Lean, baby. I've done lean in the bathroom. I was chugging cough syrup. I don't care. No one gives a fuck. Oh my fucking god. Don't do lean. That's stupid as shit.
Probably say ketamine.
MD.
Ketamine? I think they're saying hard drug. First hard drug you ever did, you did fucking ketamine?
What was the first drug you ever did?
Oxycodone.
Hydrocodone.
Vicodin. Does Adderall count?
Yeah.
I've done Ritalin recreation.
Oxy.
When did you do oxy?
Dude, is anyone gonna say, like, weed? Yo, this goes to show. You remember when you're in school and motherfuckers say, like, weed is the fucking gateway drug? These motherfuckers needed no gateway. They hopped right into that bitch. They fucking said, yep, let me pass on the gateway drug. Let me just hop right into the fucking ketamine. Let me help myself to a fucking bag of that. What the fuck? Is alcohol a drug? Technically, yes. But most people don't consider it as one. But it is, yeah.
I'm gonna say recreational.
Okay, then I haven't done any.
Haven't done a drug.
I don't really do drugs. Drugs were like a big thing in my family growing up, so I avoid drugs in general.
I grew up with a brother who's a drug addict. The first time I did finally smoke weed, I was feeling kind of guilty about it, so I was disappointing my parents.
I haven't done any drugs, actually.
You've never drank alcohol?
No. Oh, well, I guess that's, okay.
You don't consider that a drug?
I mean, it is. It's the one that society has deemed okay, you know?
What's the first drug you ever did?
I mean, alcohol, probably.
Alcohol.
How old were you when you had alcohol for the first time?
I feel like all the people that answered the ketamine, cocaine shit, their first, I feel like everybody that would answer this, their first one is alcohol, but some people don't consider it as that. Same with like tobacco. Like you know for damn well some of these people be smoking fucking Marlboro Reds. They're fucking smacking cigarettes, right? But they're not counting that shit.
I didn't drink until I was 21. 13, 14 when I drank alcohol.
What happened to you?
I got really drunk and threw up everywhere, and my sister yelled at me.
I threw up. I never want to drink again, and the next weekend I was back at it.
What was it?
Probably beer.
Red wine.
Melon liqueur?
I thought it was
Melon liqueur? Jacob for the sub, low for the 300 bets. I was 6 years old when I tried crystal meth. It had no effect because I'm that guy. Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Do you want to do more drugs?
I want to try shrooms.
Shrooms.
First drug I ever did was mushrooms. Magic mushrooms.
Tell me about the first time you did shrooms.
My sense of time completely went off. I was like time traveling.
Mind opening.
Did my shrooms, had my trip, and talked to a cheeseburger.
See, that's what I expected. I expected most people to say weed or shrooms.
Talk to a cheeseburger.
All right, chat. Oy, shite. Anyway. We laugh, or I laugh. So, I have to hit this Benjamin. Any of you at home, you hit your Benjamin too. Trick's music is live. Check him out. His channel is really cool. last time we did the It CBD, bro?
These big old doohickeys are notorious for being the kings of smoking equipment. Just look at this list, it's at number 1. And it's for a good reason. Anyone who's ever used one knows just how lethal a few hits can be. And I did 10 big hits leading to tell a tale, baby. I was in a smoke competition with this guy that is genuinely unhinged and vile as a person, but we'll get into that. It all started in one of my stacked classrooms. I had Roderick, Adam, Roman, need I say more? But there was one unnamed mystery individual in this class as well.
Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me just... I'm faded. Looking.
No one knew him, but also everybody knew of him. He'd always be dressed up extremely classily. He had this pot hat he always wore. He had those anime hoodies and his classic lightning bolt Crocs. The dude dressed so loudly despite never speaking a word once. Until Roman did his talking to strangers thing and came up to the squad like, "Yo guys, I talked to the Croc guy, he seems kinda cool, I'm gonna hang out with him." But then "I'm gonna hang out with him" quickly turned into "we all hang out with him" because the three of us were just too curious to meet this guy. We had to be there. So the plans were made, of course, at Adam's magnificent property. The day had come and the boys were all dressed up head to toe for Croc Guy's arrival. As he burst through the front door, we were all pleasantly surprised to see he was still sporting that iconic look. Considering his hat, we wasted no time to get to the point. "You wanna smoke?" Sure. So we get the equipment and all tiptoe downstairs ready for smoke time. "So how often you smoke that epic, bro?" Just about every day." "Oh."
Shit. I gotta pause the stream real quick. I'm back. What is wrong with my camera? Camera, video settings, at HD Pro. Yeah.
Oh, alright. So you think you can do more than I can? Huh? Well, why don't we find out, huh? So I grab that thing, take a hit, and pass it over to him. It goes around its rotation about 3 more times before the big man Adam has to tap out. 2 more rotations, and Roderick taps out. Then ultimately, once we get to the 7th hit, I look over at Croc Guy, and he says to me, I can't do this anymore. So me and Roman do a celebratory dance to commemorate victory. I feel on top of the world. We need to go to the gym. So we go into Adam's home gym. Like I said, he's got quite the estate. And me and Roman start hitting this punching bag with no remorse for our hands. In the face of success and 7 bong rips, there was no pain to be felt. But Roman must have had some serious demons because he took it pretty far, but he's the unhinged one, so it's not unexpected of him. After we broke our actual hands, we walked back over to meet with the group downstairs. But it's important to note, as we walked back, I was walking behind Roman. We were met at a crossroad where going left would lead us downstairs, which was where everyone was, but going right would lead us to Adam's bedroom, where I could swear I heard some kind of noise from. But I had thought that everyone was still downstairs. Did they come up to Adam's room? Roman didn't hear this, so he kept walking without realizing I had stopped behind him. So I turned alone and walked towards Adam's bedroom, and as I walked...
Well, guys, bad news. Bad news, guys. Motherfucker. What the hell? Anyway, whatever. Anyway, I gotta go, exist. Do my shit. And, unfortunately, that means I gotta stop streaming. So, I'll talk to all y'all later.